Hello and welcome to another episode of A Slice of Health, the Candid Health Chat podcast, where we slice away health truth from health fiction. Join me and my friends as we challenge common health myths via chit chat, powered by several cups of coffee. Don't forget to subscribe and follow us on social media, and do visit us at asliceofhealth.club. Let's get to today's episode. Welcome back to A Slice of Health, where health comes alive with bite-sized health education to keep you moving and become your own health champion. But before we jump into our topic for today, I want to tell you a story. Funmi is a 50-year-old woman who has been experiencing tiredness, brain fog, muscle aches and pain. She actually feels like her body is twitching away and almost feels like it's not her body anymore. Her friends told her she's going through the menopause. So she went to the local herb shop and bought black cohosh, evening primrose oil, and at some point tried St. John's wort. Some of them seemed to help, but she wasn't really sure like there was any improvement. She tried some lemon balm tea, which made no difference to her at all. And over the weeks, she's becoming more and more increasingly frustrated. The reduce in her libido has also started affecting her relationship with her husband. She feels she's becoming more moody at work, snapping at people, and having hot flashes during the day. She was supposed to be up for a promotion last month, but this fell through as her manager told her the role was given to somebody that was more personable than she. Funmi feels that she's losing a lot to the menopause. Her doctor mentioned to her that she should consider something called hormone replacement therapy, but she's afraid. She heard that this is associated with cancer. Funmi feels that her mother went through the menopause without needing any kind of extra hormones, so why should she bother taking hormones when this is all part of nature's process? So, what does this mean for Funmi? What is hormone replacement therapy? And is Fumi's question correct about her mother? Let's share what we know. Hormone replacement therapy is treatment that replaces hormones in your body when your body is no longer producing sufficient amounts of quantities. Now, hormone replacement therapy is usually used for women who are going through the menopause or have gone through the menopause. But in some situations, it can also be used for women who have needed to have their ovaries and womb removed pre-menopause, or women who experience something called premature menopause, which is generally menopause before the age of 40, or early menopause before the age of 45. In some situations, some women are also given something similar to HRT, when it is given in combination with medication that triggers the menopause, such as the new RICO treatment that has been prescribed for endometriosis in recent years. We will talk about endometriosis on another episode. So, HRT is mainly prescribed to relieve symptoms of menopause. These symptoms include hot flashes, sweating at night, vaginal dryness and changes in libido, mood disturbances, sleep disturbances, muscle aches and pains, and reduced bone density, which we alluded to in a prior episode when we discussed osteoporosis and vitamin D. Do check that out. So, HRT generally contains components that are based on the body's natural hormone, estrogen, and in some situations, estrogen and progesterone. The progesterone element is extremely important, especially if a woman still has her womb, as the progesterone does protect the lining of the womb from thickening and causing further problems. HRT can be given in a variety of ways, such as patches, tablets, gels, and sprays. Now, the benefit of HRT is actually the significant relief from the signs and the symptoms that we mentioned earlier: better sleep, better energy, improved mood, restoration of vaginal health and vaginal dryness, which is actually a significant symptom for a lot of women who go through the menopause because the vagina can be sensitive to fluctuations in hormone. When estrogen levels drop significantly, something called vaginal atrophy can occur, and this can cause significant discomfort as well as problems with urination for women. So, Funmi was concerned about the risks and side effects associated with HRT. And yes, these do exist, as they do with any medication. So, some side effects might include nausea, headaches, changes in mood, and breast tenderness. Now, the serious but rare side effects include things like breast cancer, risk of blood clot, risk of stroke, and in some people, risk of ovarian cancer. This risk is actually really small, and it's generally highlighted in women who have had previous history of cancer or significant family history that might cause symptoms. So, in Fumi's situation, if there is no significant contraindication to her having HRT, her healthcare provider would likely recommend that she does try it and warn her about the side effects. Now, Funmi did try alternative treatment options like the herbs that she used, but they didn't seem to be effective for her. So, if she wants to try other non hormonal options for her HRT, these are possible. She just needs to be intentional and think about the right one for her. Extremely important, especially because she's having the vaginal symptoms, to use a vaginal moisturizer and lubricant if she's having vaginal discomfort. Now, Fumi had a question which I think is quite important. She said her mother did not need HRT when she went through the menopause. Now, we don't know what Fumi's mother's situation and circumstance was. We don't know if she would actually have significantly benefited from HRT. What we do know is that most women who do go on HRT find that their symptoms are improved and they find that the symptoms are well controlled and they generally feel a lot better. So, HRT, like any medication, has its pros and cons, but also, like any medication, there are also other things that we can do to try to support ourselves and also help improve our lifestyle modifications, cognitive behavioral therapy, and also changes to our environment that can help us. Fumi's situation is actually rather common, and unfortunately, she lost a job opportunity because she was having a health crisis. And this should also be taken into account in workplaces, understanding that Fumi's description of feeling like her body was not her own is actually what a lot of women feel like. So, HRT, again, is just like any other medication that has the capacity to improve quality of life and keep symptoms at bay. So that's it for me today. Until I'm back in your ear tomorrow, where stories heal and knowledge empowers. Bye for now. Thank you for joining us on today's episode. Remember that this podcast in no way replaces the advice you receive from your own doctor or physician. Don't forget to subscribe and follow us on social media. Leave us a review on iTunes so that others can access the amazing content. And don't forget to be a health champion wherever you are by separating health fact from health fiction.